Okay, this is lesson 9.5, which is calculating the surface area and volume of a cylinder. So what we're going to do is we're going to compare it to surface area and volume of a prism and compare that to surface area and volume of a cylinder. So quick reminder, a prism is a 3D solid with two congruent parallel polygon bases. Okay, so that's a prism. The base in this case I'm going to shade as the bottom. So these are the two congruent polygon bases. A cylinder is also a 3D solid with two congruent parallel circular bases. So again, it's got two congruent parallel, they just happen to be circular bases instead of polygon bases. Okay, so that's a difference between the two. A prism, if I shaded the base area will be one base, which is 5 by 2, and we'd find the area of that. The lateral area, remember these are the non-bases. So if the base is the 5 by 2, then this front one, the pink by yellow. So it's yellow by pink, so 5 by 4. And there are two of these. And we'd add the left and the right, right? So this is the front and the back. We'd add the left and the right, which are pink by blue, which are 2 by 4. This is left and right. And again, there are two of them. The surface area we'd find by doing the two bases. So top, bottom, and it's 5 by 2. And there are two of them. Plus the lateral area, right, which is 5 by 4, and there are two of them, and 2 by 4, and there are two of them. So 2 of the base area plus the lateral area. The cylinder is going to be very similar. So the bases, however, are circles. So to find the base area, the base instead is a circle with a radius of 3. So we just do pi r squared. The lateral area is the non-bases. So the non-base is this piece here, right? Which wraps around the base. And if you were to cut it and unfold it, it would end up being a single rectangle where the height of it is 7, but the question is, what is the length of this? Well, this would wrap around the base, right? Like if we were to cut along this line, we would unwrap it, and it would be as long as how far it is around the base. And what is this distance around a circle? It's the circumference of the base. Because it has to, again, it has to travel all the way around it, right? And that's the circumference of the circular base. So we would actually do this as, this would be 2 pi r. The surface area will be the two circle bases. So this times 2 plus the lateral area, which is the circumference times the height. Again, this is lateral area. So we actually find them the same way. It's just the lateral area is a little bit of a different shape. Let's go ahead and do two examples together. Okay, we are going to find the lateral area, the surface area, and the volume of the right cylinder. Oh, sorry, I go back. To find volume of a prism, the volume we would do it as base area times height. The base area would be the shape of the base times the height, which was 4. The volume of a cylinder is actually found the same exact way. It's base area times height. The base on this case is actually a circle, so it would be pi r squared times the height, which is still 7. So it's found the same way, base area times height. Let's do this practice problem together. Let's start with the base area. So we're going to find the base area. Okay, the base is a circle with a radius of 3. So pi times the radius, which is 3 squared. So that's 9 pi meters squared. Okay, we're going to find the lateral area. The lateral area, I'm actually going to draw the picture. I know it's a rectangle where the height is 7 and the length is the distance around the base, which is the circumference, right? So it'll be length, which is the circumference, 2 pi r, times the height, which is 7. So length, 2 pi r, times the height, which is 7. So 2 times pi times the radius, which is 3, times the height, which is 7. Multiply everything together. 2 times 3 is 6 pi times 7. And 6 times 7 is 42 meters squared. This is the lateral area. So the surface area is the 2 circular bases plus the lateral area. So it'll be 2 times the base area, which is 9 pi, plus the lateral area, which is 42 pi. 2 times 9 is 18. And because they both have a pi, we can add them together. So the surface area is 18 plus 42, which is 60 pi meters squared. Last but not least, we're going to find the volume, which is base area times height. The base area is the circle base, 9 pi, times the height, which is 7. 9 times 7 is 63 pi meters. This is volume cubed. And there's our answer. All right. Number 2, the right cylinder below. All this means, by the way, is that the angle between the base and the height is 90 degrees. Below has a lateral area of 60 pi. Lateral area equals 60 pi. And a height of 10. Okay, I see this. The height of the cylinder is 10. Find the radius of the base. So we're actually solving for the radius. Okay, so I know the lateral area. Let me draw a picture of the lateral area. What do I know? I know that the height is 10, and I know that this is the circumference of the base. So if I was to find the area of this rectangle, it'd be length, which is circumference, 2 pi r, times the height, which in this case is 10. Do I know the radius? I don't, so we'll leave this as 2 pi r. I know the height is 10. And what else do I know? I also know that the lateral area is 60 pi. So I'll substitute that in. Again, this is base times height, or length times width. So this is 2 times 10, which is 20 pi r equals 60 pi. I need to solve for r, so I'll divide both sides by 20. I'll also divide both sides by pi. 60 divided by 20 is 3. Pi divided by pi is 1. And r. So the radius is 3 centimeters. Make sure you rewind and review if you need to.